Click on this timestamp in order to skip all the intro and get to the good stuff. See you in the video. Hey, before we get into the video, sorry about both Jake and Roxy's route being a little snuffly, a bit off. I was feeling odd. I wasn't feeling sick, but my sinuses were absolutely acting up. So a lot of the pauses and whatnot might be a little annoying. You may not have realized it unless, I pointed out now. So, hey, at least now you know. And if you wouldn't have noticed beforehand, then I'm sorry. Anyways, right into the video. Again, apologies about all that.
Screw it, right? Alright. Here's the thing. I desperately want to help this poor lad. You don't understand how much I feel bad for Jake almost all the fucking time. And, unfortunately, I see a few bits and pieces of myself in him, and this angers me slightly and also makes me feel disappointed in myself. But I think he needs to work on his own problems on his own. It just depends on what kind of person Jake is. Because for me personally, I would like all the help I can get. Because, having a person to share the brunt of your problems is always a nice thing to have. But I feel like with Jake, it may just deter his growth. Well, I mean, we can come back to this at any point, so do not. You're starting to say yes. Every part of you is trained to say yes and fulfill your life's purpose. Your real life's purpose, not like before when you were being mind-controlled to pursue friendship on whatever shallow and unsatisfying level is possible. This desire to help, to make your mark in whatever small positive way you can wrangle, is something you figured out for yourself. It matters. But when you're about to open your mouth, you stall. A deep existential hopelessness washes over you, a kind that you thought was past by now. You know what? Fuck it. Yes, you care, but honestly, you're exhausted. It's so much work coaxing teens through personal revelations with no reward except the temporary abatement of your deep soul-level feeling of narrative irrelevance. You need a break. Why not give yourself a freebie? You tell Jake you don't think he needs your help. It's enough for right now that he's realized there's a problem. There's no need to swallow down all your personal growth pills at once. Jake was objectively relieved. Oh, thank fuck. I don't actually have to do it. If I can shoot straight from the hip, that's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. My boy, we're like 1-1. I don't know if that was a self-report or what. I think I've done enough already too. Whew, this has been a great talk. I feel like you're really firing on all cylinders friendship-wise. If you were a past version of yourself, that would make you really happy. Instead, a sick feeling of guilt is poisoning your guts. You're about to touch on something real there, and you know it was wrong to pull back from it. You're not doing Jake any favors. Still, you give him a weak smile and offer him best friend-making tool you know. Is there any faraway friends he's interested in contacting with? Boy howdy, what a proposition! Well, I feel like one of those movie characters who offers nearly unlimited powers out of nowhere, like Bruce Almighty, ready to lasso the moon and damn the consequences on those pesky tides. There is someone I've been hankering to meet with for a little tete-a-tete. Remember when I regaled you with the tales of my grandma? Oof, you're not sure you're going to be able to reunite this kid with his dead grandma. That seems like one of those things you shouldn't be allowed to do, despite the supposed limitlessness of your powers. You'd probably be blocked by that weird force, the one that seems to have the power to supersede zapping anywhere at any time, place, or dimension. You don't think about that force too hard. No, my stalwart chum. I've been corresponding in an epistolary fashion with my version of my grandma when she was a young girl, my pen pal, Buddy Jade. I understand if it's asking too much, but I love to meet her. She always said we'd meet someday in a roundabout confusing who's-y what's-its fashion, and I was pleased as a pastel possums to hear it. But recently she stopped replying, right in the final run-up to the vaunted finish line. I've been all Twitter with worry. I don't mind telling you. Do you think we could take a hop and skip and jump over to her lodgings? What a relief. You actually know Jade. You can take him to Jade right now. Jake smiles a big goofy grin at you. You should feel happy. You tell yourself sternly, this is a good thing to do. He said himself that you're fixing a concern of his. But the yawning malaise inside you only grows. You like to think of yourself as an agent of positive change, but here you are again, nothing but a glorified interdimensional taxi service. Whatever. Who cares? At least he'll be with someone he loves. You grab Jake's hand and take him to his family. You expect a normal non-event of your zappy powers, but instead there's a sick wrenching feeling. A kind of squeezing like you're not the right shape for whatever you're going. It steals your breath, and then it's gone. Nervously, you open your eyes. Oh! Nani? We're in Hive Swap! What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? Why are we in This is Joey's room. What the fuck? Why are we here? Where are we? Why are we here? What the fuck? Does this have to do with your powers changing? Sure, you were distracted and gloomy when you zapped. We have no idea what just happened. You're not at Jade's house. Wherever you are, it feels deeply wrong. The wrongness jangles through your bones and teeth like the vibrations of a jackhammer. You're not supposed to be here. You have to get out of here. You grab Jake with a grimace and zap more carefully. Swift! Ah, there we go. You breathe a sigh of relief, which is sadly cut short as you turn to see Jade shoving the muzzle of a rifle in your face once again. You back up, hands raised. Jade, no, it's just you, her friend. You already been through all these wacky misunderstanding shenanigans with firearms. I know who it is. I just think you shouldn't be here. What? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate everything you've done for me. You have no idea what it means to be able to meet my friends in person. But the last time you came here, things got dangerous. And I started to wonder if you had any idea what the consequences of what you're doing. Okay, there's obviously something she needs to get off her chest, and you want to hear it, but can she put the gun down? You both know she's not actually gonna shoot you. Oh, right. Damn, bro. All that firepower, and it was all for show. What a shame. I guess the gun was a little over the top, but you startled me, and I got really mad. Ever since you left last time, I've been thinking about what you did with me and Dave. Even though Beck didn't stop you, I don't think he wanted me to be traveling around like that. I know you're a nice person, and you don't mean to do anything bad, but I think it's impossible to have powers like yours without being a little corrupted by them. When you mess around in our lives, that can have serious consequences, but you always leave afterwards, and you don't live out the consequences with us. That is a problem that I do have with the MSPA Raiders' way of doing things. And it was also happening in Hive Swap Friendsum as well. He just fixed or helped the lives of those around him and then fuck off. Like some friend this guy is, he helped me fix my problems, but then he leaves. He doesn't see them through. I agree with Jade. It is kind of a scummy. Like some friend you are, you didn't see it through to the end. It was great to meet my friends, but you know what? I would have met them anyway in the game. I can't help thinking it would have been better for things to play out like they weren't supposed to. No, that's wrong! You don't understand. You don't understand, Jade. There's a lot of pain, suffering, death, a lot of things that aren't needed and could easily have been avoided. And this is a pretty damn good alt universe, I'll be honest. Even if it isn't going the way you thought it would, boo-hoo, so sad, I don't care. This is still way better than what would have ended up happening in Homestuck. Not as cool, but at least it's something better for all of y'all. You're the only one bugging. I'm so sorry, but I just don't want you interfering in my life anymore. I think it's for the own good of everyone if you leave us alone from now on. It hurts to hear, but how could you argue with that? You tell Jade that you don't want it to do anything that makes her uncomfortable. There's just like one little thing you maybe already did. Sorry. There's one thing we maybe already did. You went on this long tangent. Jake is still just sitting right here. You gesture to Jake. He's huddled behind you, clearly having second thoughts about this. Maybe it's the gun, but then again, Jake is pretty comfortable around guns. Probably just fear of the mortifying ordeal of being known. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Oh. That's so fucking funny. I don't know. Who the fuck are you? You watch as he clears his throat and fidgets, his hands twitching at the sides like he's thinking about hanging onto his own guns for comfort. I'm your grandson? Jake? That's me. Jade bursts into tears. She flings herself forward and throws her arms around Jake. Oh, okay, I know I just said I didn't want any interference, but this isn't fair. I can't believe you're here. When they pull apart, Jake's eyes are all watery as well. He's taller than Jade, being a few years older, but from the shy way he looks at her, you can tell that he still sees her as the authority figure here. You can certainly see how much Jake must have admired his grandmother. Fine, you're still in a mood, but this is heartwarming as hell. You intentionally tune out the conversation a little as Jade and Jake gush at each other. It all just seems really private. They're family after all. You don't have any place in this conversation, which only adds to your frustrated feeling of being help blocked. It's great that this is making Jade and Jake so happy, but it really has nothing to do with you at all. Wow, okay, self-centered much, MSPA reader? The fuck? Ugh. I guess I can't really give you the tour since you grew up in the same place as me, but maybe we can take advantage of this opportunity. We both grew up alone, right? Isn't there anything you always wanted to do, but you couldn't do with only one person? Holy hell, Jade, that is a rip snort of an idea. You got a splendiferous mind at noggin of yours. Huh? It's weird, weirding me out how much you sound like my grandpa. It's making me miss him too, but I'm really happy I can spend time with you. Me too. As to your question, there is one thing that comes to the forefront of the old think tank. You know how it is being a kid alone in your room on a godforsaken island in the middle of the bumfuck nowhere. You start to entertain all kinds of fantasies. Of course. Well, that's this cosplay I've been trying to make work for years. I'm not very good at cosplay and I haven't had anyone to help me bring my vision to life. Is that kind of activity you'd be suited for? OMG, I would love that. What's the character? Only the best, bravest archaeologist slasher adventurer all time, Lara Croft. Oh, wow. So, you want to be a sexy Tomb Raider? I think I'll have to stop picturing you as my grandpa. But I would love to help with that. To be frank, Jane, I don't really think Miss Croft is sexy. Oh, I know some unmannerly rogues like to comment on the size of her bazoombas, but from where I'm sitting, she's a consummate professional. I actually admire her moxie. Oh, whoops, sorry. I was just making an assumption based on her outfit, I guess. Ariel was really rude to me. To tell you the truth, I have never seen anything sexy about the shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. I aspire to the freedom Lara's thighs get to experience every day. I think it's a beautiful dream. A man can wear shorts without wanting everyone to get all randied up about it, you know what I mean? Of course he can. But what about you, my juvenile grandma friend? This can't just be a cosplay party for yours truly alone. Is there anyone else you've been wanting to inhabit the garments of? Not really, but it would make a fun costume for me too. I could be Mr. Coxum. He's one of my favorite man-throw chaps. Jade turns to you, her demeanor towards you considerably softened. Hey, I'm sorry I was so mad earlier. Honestly, I was scared of what you were doing. It really shook me up to find myself on an alien planet. It felt like we shouldn't be doing it. But I shouldn't have taken it out on you. I know your powers aren't your fault. You want to join us? We can make a costume for you too. Oh yes, please do. Jade, this specimen right here has been nothing but a positively fantabulous friend to me all along. Have you? Have you? All you did was tow him along on a little inter-timeline jaunt. You don't feel like you've done Jake much good. Are you even really friends with Jake? Or are you just piggybacking off of facilitating his friendship with Jade? It's fine, I guess. Things are going fine, even well, but it feels unsatisfying. No real nutritional value. You don't feel good about what you've done, but you guess you may as well get a cool costume out of it. You tell Jade and Jake that you know exactly who you want to dress like, until you set your work together. Marvelous! Yeah, good end, I guess. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I love it. I love it. Okay, so that was Jake's route. I'll tell you right now, way better than Jane's route. I fucking loved that. That was very nice. Again, maybe it's my paginess talking, but I really enjoyed that. I think it was really nice. But yeah, it was very nice, very cool, very cool. I always feel bad for Jake, and I feel like if he just really set himself up for it, if he just wouldn't keep, unpsyching himself, he would be able to do great things. And he just keeps on, I guess that, again, that's the page in him saying, like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't. It's just, I want him to succeed. I want him to be good, because ever since everything involving the epilogues was fucking not that great for Jake, like, at all. Neither in meat nor in candy. He was given a raw deal on both ends. Same with Kanya. But I really do feel bad for him. I went all throughout Homestuck. It was just like a fucking raw deal for this guy. Admittedly, he didn't help his own case, but at the same time, it just felt wrong, I wish to have done better by him. And I think the one MSPA AU or whatever it's called would be D Dota, Double Death of the Author. It does Jake a lot better. I like it. it does the entire Alpha Kids way better, which I enjoy. And you know what? Pesterquest, you did a pretty damn good job. You actually did fix stuff involving Jake. We actually addressed a lot of his problems. We addressed it, we talked about it, we established stuff, but we didn't go too far. I like that. I like that we didn't try and push things to be better just because we possibly can. Because with Pages, and this happened with Tavros as well, where, you know, you really can't push people to be better if they don't want to, or they don't have the gumption to try it. And, you know, again, they're both Pages, so it makes sense that neither of them really wanted to 100% address the main problems. They're willing to get that done on their own character progression. But after a while, you just think they just need their own push. They need their own motivation. They'll get it when they get there. And of course, help along the way would always be grateful. But honestly, I think this is a good ending. MSP Reader isn't feeling too great though, so this is very interesting. This is the longest I've been doing this on an afterthought of after the fact. Sorry for keeping y'all up so long. This is just my ranting, I guess. I'll put a little thing saying that you can like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell just so that you know when the next parts are coming out. We're getting close to the end, so woo! I can't wait for Roxy's route. Yay! Anyways, have a good day, night, whatever it is. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace out.